Hello and welcome back to Pabbly. Today we have something big and exciting to announce. The arrival of GPT-5 inside Pabbly Connect. So what does this mean to you? So now you can create AI-powered automation with the new model from OpenAI, which is GPT-5. And yes, now we have it inside Pabbly Connect. So you can supercharge your own AI automations. Now your AI automations will be more faster, more accurate and more advanced with this new GPT-5. So let's move on further and see the key highlights of this new model. So the first key highlight is smart modes. So now you can select that if you wish the charts to answer more faster, or you can select if the GPT should think more. And the next which we have is this different personalities. Using GPT-5o, you can set the personalities of the AI, be it nerd, learning or listening or the robot one. The next which we have is the smarter coding. You can type plain English text and fix apps and also build apps without knowing any programming or coding language. The next which we have is Google and Microsoft tools. Now you can directly connect GPT-5 with some Google and Microsoft tools like Gmail, Google Calendar and Microsoft Teams and much more. The next which we have is better answers and safety. So GPT-5 provides more trustable answers, better replies and more faster answers. Now let's move on further and see how you can use GPT-5 and connect it with Pabbly Connect. Now for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So let's see what all automations we can build using this new model of ChatGPT. But before we move on further, I'll just show you how this automation is going to work. Alright, so I'm just going to show you 4 automations which I have created using this new model. So first one is this AI YouTube SEO boost. So let's say I'm just going to simply add the video concept right over here, and automatically within seconds and in real time SEO title, description and tags will be generated. How? I'm just going to show you. Alright, so I'm just going to simply add the video concept right over here. And once I add the video concept, we just have to wait for few seconds. And what is going to happen is this video concept will be sent towards the ChatGPT-5. Automatically, ChatGPT-5 is going to generate the title, description and tags. And further, all of these 3 details will be added right over here in my Google Sheets. Alright, so I'm just going to wait for few seconds. Still all of this is going to happen in backend, and as you can see within seconds and in real time the title, the description and the tags have been generated and added right over here in my Google Sheets. So as you can see that this automation is running perfectly fine. Now let's try another, which is this blog ideas. Now let's say I'm just going to simply add the keyword topic, niche, target audience right over here, and once I'm just going to add these details right over here, automatically the blog idea will be generated. So I'm just going to wait for a few seconds till the blog idea is getting generated, and as you can see within seconds the blog idea is also generated. And now further my team can review this and change the status into accepted or rejected. Alright, let's try another automation, which is this SEO audit reports. Let's say I want to check the SEO of my website, so I'm just going to simply add the company name and the website URL right over here, and automatically AI agent is going to generate me the report. Alright, so I'm just going to simply add the company name and website URL, and we're just going to check that if ChatGPT-5 can generate the SEO audit report or not. Alright, so I'm just going to simply add the company name and the website URL first right over here, and as you can see within seconds and in real time automatically we have received the report link. Alright, so I'm just going to simply open this right over here, and as you can see we have successfully generated the SEO audit, be it the technical SEO audit, or you can see the rest of the details too. So within seconds and in real time we have successfully generated the SEO audit too using ChatGPT-5. And this is no magic, this is the power of automation which we're going to learn in today's video. Alright, now let's try this automation, which is script generator. Alright, so I'm just going to simply add the video topic, target audience and tone of voice, and we're just going to check that if ChatGPT-5 can generate us video scripts or not. And as you can see that I've simply added all of of these three details right over here. And now within seconds and in real time, the video script will be generated. So I'm just going to wait for a few seconds till the video script is getting generated, and then we are just going to check that if the video script is accurate to our details or not. So what is going to happen is all of these details are being to send towards GPT-5. It is going to generate the video script, and using Pabbly Connect, automatically the link will be added right over here. So yes, you can see the link has been added. So I'm just going to simply open it, and as you can see, yes, the video script has been generated with the same details which we entered right over here. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we're going to create in today's video. And using ChatGPT-5, we can generate video scripts, see the audit reports of the websites. We can also generate blog ideas. We can also generate YouTube SEOs and much more. So these were only the 4 examples of the power of the automation which we're going to create in today's video using ChatGPT-5 in Pabbly Connect. I'm just going to build one automation from scratch, and I'm just going to show you how you can also create this for your own business. For this, you only need ChatGPT-5 and Pabbly Connect. Alright, so let's begin. I'm just going to simply open a new tab and search for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, using which we're going to create these amazing automations. But before we move on further and create this automation, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pabbly community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. Pabbly community is a space where users share their ideas, workflow tips, doubts and solutions. So if you're stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance because we have experts in this. And if you also want to join this amazing community, the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, I'm just going to move in further, go back towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and I'm just going to create one automation which is this generating blog ideas. Alright, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go back towards Pabbly Connect, and over here we have 2 options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore Pabbly Connect. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. If you're a new user, you can simply click on sign up for free and you can also create this automation. Alright, now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is ChatGPT-5 and Sheets, right? So I'm just going to simply go towards this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And now it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connect account, and to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So we have 2 options, the new one or the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, flexible and ideal for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand has a stable and familiar approach and ideal for those who want a tried and tested setup. So you can use any one of this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. Now I'm just going to simply select the folder right over here, and I'm just going to name my workflow. So I'm just going to simply select the folder as automations, and on my dashboard you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. And if you also want to create a new folder, you can simply go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I'm just going to simply select the folder and name my workflow as auto generate blog ideas and click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. And using this window only, we're just going to create a connection between Google Sheets and ChatGPT-5 in such a way that we can automatically generate these blog ideas. Alright, so over here we have trigger. Trigger means when this happens. And once we complete the setup of this trigger, further we're just going to get actions too, and actions are do this. So by this you can simply understand, or in these simple words I can say that the trigger starts the process and the actions are results towards the same. So I'm just going to give you a simple example that whenever we're just going to add this keyword niche and target audience, this workflow is going to get triggered because we are just going to start the process. And further in the action, we are just going to generate the content and add that content generated right over here in my spreadsheet. So that will be our action. Alright, so first we're just going to simply set up the trigger. So I'm just going to go towards this add trigger button, And now for the trigger application, I'm just going to simply select it as Google Sheets. So I'm just going to search for it and select it. And now for the event, I'm just going to simply select new or updated spreadsheet row and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, you simply have to copy this webhook URL, then open your Google Sheets for which you want to create this automation. Go towards this extensions, add-ons, and then towards this get add-ons. And after coming over here towards this get add-ons, you have to add an add-on right over here, or you can say extension right over here. So you have to search for the same, which is Pabbly Connect webhooks. And after searching for it, you're going to see that this is the extension. You simply have to install this. I have already installed this extension, so it is giving me the option of uninstall, but you can simply install it right from here. And after installing this, you have to refresh your spreadsheet. It is a really important step to refresh your spreadsheet. Otherwise, you'll not be able to get the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here in your extensions tab. And once you get this Pabbly Connect webhooks option, you simply have to go towards this Pabbly Connect webhooks and then towards this initial setup. And once you come over here towards this initial setup, it is going to ask for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So what you have to do is you simply have to copy this webhook URL which you have received in the workflow and paste it right over here in your spreadsheet. And for the trigger column, I'm just going to simply enter my trigger column, which is C. So the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent towards your webhook URL. Alright, so for me, the trigger column is C, but for you, it can be anything else too. I want to send 3 details towards my workflow, so I'm just going to keep the trigger column as C. If you want to send 4, you can keep the trigger column as D and so on. Alright, after entering this webhook URL and the trigger column, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says submit. And once I'm just going to click on this submit, it is saying setup configured successfully. And with this, we have successfully created a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response. So we have to do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply go towards this my spreadsheet, and from here I'm just going to go towards this extensions Pabbly Connect webhooks, and you simply have to switch on this button which is send on event. So as you can see that I have already switched it on. What you can do is you can simply click on this and automatically this is going to switch on. You have to keep in mind that this button should always be switched on, because after switching it on, what is going to happen is that now whenever a new event is going to occur in your spreadsheet, automatically the details will be sent towards your webhook URL. Alright, now I'm just going to do the test submission. So I'm just going to simply add the topic, niche and target audience right over here. And as you can see that I've simply added all of these 3 details right over here. And now with this, we have successfully did the test submission. So I'm just going to open my workflow, and as you can see that we have received the response right over here. You're going to see all the details, be the target audience, spreadsheet name, you're going to see the keyword or the topic and the niche. And now using these details, I'm just going to simply generate the blog idea, and to generate this blog idea, we're just going to use GPT-5. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply close this trigger and move on towards my action. So I'm just going to click on this add new action step, and now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select open AI. So I'm just going to search for it and select it. And now for the event, I'm just going to simply select ChatGPT. We have multiple ChatGPT Advanced, ChatGPT, Structured AI Output, and much more. So you can select according to your own use case and according to your own needs. If you want to extract the data from PDF or something like that, you can use Structured AI Output. We have videos on that on our YouTube channel. You can check it out. If you want advanced response for that, you can use ChatGPT Advanced. If you want a simple, just the content, you can simply use ChatGPT 2. It depends upon your needs and your use case. Alright, I'm just going to simply use ChatGPT right over here and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between ChatGPT and Pabbly Connect, I'm just going to click on this add new connection. If you have already created this connection, you can click on this select existing connection too. Alright, now it is asking me for the token, and to get this token, we have received this OpenAI API key page hyperlink. So I'm just going to simply click on this OpenAI API key page, and now it is going to open this page, and using this page we're just going to generate the token. So to generate the token, you simply have to click on this create new secret key, give your key a name, select the project and click on this create secret key button, and your key will be created. I've already created my key, so I'm just going to simply paste that key only right over here. And after pasting this token, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says save, and once I'm just going to click on this save, with this we have successfully created a connection between ChatGPT and Pabbly Connect. And now it is asking me to select the AI model. So we have multiple categories right over here, or you can say we have multiple AI models, be it ChatGPT 4, 3 or much more. So for 5, we have this ChatGPT ChatGPT-5 Nano, ChatGPT-5, ChatGPT-5 Mini 2025 8.7, and over here ChatGPT Mini, ChatGPT Nano, and then the date and the rest. So you can use anyone from this. According to my needs, I'm just going to use ChatGPT-5, but Pabbly Connect supports them all, so you can use any model according to your own choices and preferences. Now we simply have to give this ChatGPT a prompt using which it is going to generate me the content. So what I want is, I want to generate blog ideas, so I'm just going to give the prompt according only. So I'm just going to simply add my prompt right over here. So as you can see that this is the prompt, and in this prompt I'm just going to simply add the keyword or the topic, niche and target audience which we received from the response of Google Sheets, because I don't only want to create this for one but for all the details which I'm just going to add in this Google Sheets, and I'm just going to show you how I can do this. So to do this, I'm just going to simply map this keyword, topic, niche and target audience. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically our data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm just going to simply map all of these details right over here. Alright, so I'm just going to simply map this topic, and then I'm just going to simply map this niche, and then at the end I'm just going to map this target audience. And once I'm just going to map all of these details, what is going to happen is, now these details are going to change with every new response. And after doing all of this, I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request. So I've entered the prompt according to my own needs. Once again, if you wish, you can definitely change it or edit it. Alright, once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that my AI agent, or you can say ChatGPT-5 model, has generated me the blog idea. And yes, I'm just going to simply add this blog idea into my Google Sheets once again. So to do this, I'm just going to simply add another action step, and once again for the action application, I'm just going to simply select Google Sheets. So I'm just going to search for Google Sheets, select it. For the event, I'm just going to simply select update cell value right over here and click on this connect. Now in order to create a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, I'm just going to go towards this add a new connection and then sign in with Google. Pabbly is asking me to select the Gmail account, so I'm simply going to select this Gmail account with the help of which I want to create this connection. Now Pabbly is asking me for some permissions, so I'm simply going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on this allow, your data is secure with us, no need to worry. And once we click on this allow, with this we have successfully created a connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets once again. Now I'm just going to simply select the spreadsheet right over here. Then I'm just going to select the sheet. Move on further, it is asking me to enter the range of the sheet that needs to be updated. So I'm just going to simply update this range, which is D4. So I'm just going to simply enter D4. But right now I want to update D4, but with every new adding details, this is going to change. It will be D5, 6, 7 and so on. But you can notice that this D is constant. Only the row is changing. So what I'm just going to do is, I'm just going to simply keep this D as static, but I'm just going to simply map the row because the row is changing, right? So I'm just going to simply map this row and keep this row index as dynamic. Alright, so now this is going to change into D5, 6, 7 and so on. This D is going to remain constant. Now for the value, I'm just going to simply map the content which my AI agent generated and click on this save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully added this in our Google Sheets. Alright, so I'm just going to simply open my Google Sheets, and as you can see, it has been added right over here. So yes, this was really easy. Now what is going to happen is that whenever I'm just going to add the keyword, topic, niche and target audience, automatically the AI generated blog idea will be added right over here. Once again, I'll show you this in real time. Alright, let's say I'm just going to simply add the topic, niche and target audience right over here. And once I'm just going to add all of these three details within seconds, and in real time the blog idea will be generated. So I'm just going to wait for a few seconds till the blog idea is getting generated using the automation which we created. And yes, you can see the blog idea is generated within seconds and in minutes. So like I created this automation, you can simply create all the automations which I showed you in the starting of this video. Be it generating the SEO title, description and tags, be it generating the SEO audit reports for your own website or for someone else's website, or be it generating the script. So you can do all of this using this ChatGPT-5 model and Pabbly Connect. We have multiple videos on our YouTube channel where we have used ChatGPT and connected it with Pabbly Connect. And further, we are just going to create many more videos using ChatGPT-5o, so stay connected. Further, apart from this, ChatGPT has also launched a new feature of this voice mode. So I'm just going to test just this to one. So I'm just going to simply use this voice mode right over here. Let's say I'm just going to ask them, hey, do you know about Pabbly Connect?
Absolutely, I do. Pabbly Connect is an automation tool that helps you integrate various apps and automate workflows without needing to code. It's pretty handy for setting up automated processes between different platforms. If you have any specific questions about it, feel free to ask.
So can we connect Pabbly Connect with GPT-5 and create multiple automations?
Yes, absolutely. You can integrate Pabbly Connect with ChatGPT via API. This allows you to create automations that can trigger ChatGPT to generate content, analyze data, or handle customer queries based on certain triggers.
So now you can see that we have successfully tested this voice mode of ChatGPT-5 too. And with this, we have successfully completed this video. In this video, we explored the new ChatGPT-5 features, how we can connect this ChatGPT-5 with Pabbly Connect and create multiple automations. So these 4 automations were just examples. Using the same technique, same logic, you can create multiple automations for your own business needs. So yes, now go try this Pabbly Connect today using ChatGPT-5. You can create multiple automations for your own business. For your reference, I'll just simply attach all the workflow links below in the description box so that you can check the workflows, take references, and create these amazing automations for your own business too. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Till then, go and try ChatGPT-5 and Pabbly Connect. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. And now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.